I'm Cheryl. Welcome. Thanks for joining me today. We're going to be moving through a 15-minute asana to just kind of help open up the hips and let go of some of that tension that we tend to carry in the hips. So if you want to grab your water bottle and if you towel if you need one, and if anything doesn't feel quite right, feel free to come on out before I give you that cue. If it just doesn't feel right at all, no worries. We'll move on together. So let's get to our mats. Finding a seated position that feels right to you. I like to enter a cross-legged position just to open up those hips. If that's really not great for you, come to a wide leg stance. With those legs crossed, relax your arms, sit up nice and tall, and we're just going to take a couple of full, big, deep breaths in and out through the nose. Close your eyes. Let go of the rest of the world. With those eyes closed, just slowly walk your hands forward, releasing the weight of that upper body down. Let your head be heavy. Relax the weight of your head. Soften your jaw. Let yourself just nestle down right into the lap. Feel that stretch in the hips. Hopefully a nice little release in that lower back. Inhale, lift, just slightly walk your hands out to the right. Reach to your left fingertips as far as you can reach. And relax the weight of the upper body down. Inhale, lift, just slightly walk those hands back through center. Fingertips are going to reach out just a little bit further as you nestle into the lap and relax the weight of the head down. Big, deep breaths. Letting go of tension, tightness. Inhale, lift, just slightly walk your hands to the left. Reach to those right fingertips as far as you can reach. Nice long stretch. All the way down the right side of your body. Inhale, lift, just slightly walk those hands back through center. Fingertips reach out as far as you can reach. Relax the weight of the upper body down. Core strong, inhale, lengthen, hinge it all the way up. And as you exhale, release your hands around behind you, palms to the floor. We're going to press and lift our hips to the sky. Opening up the chest, rolling those shoulders back, gazing towards the ceiling. Big, full, deep breaths. Exhale, release your bottom back down. Circle those arms up and over. Exhale, flow forward once again. Release those hands. Relax the weight of the head. Inhale, reach it out, core strong, hinge all the way up. As you exhale, release that left hand to the floor, right arm up and over. Keeping that right hip pressing towards the floor, we're going to turn our gaze to the sky. Long stretch all the way down the right side of your body. Through the waist, into the hip. Inhale, reach to the sky, both arms come up. Exhale, other side, right hand down, left arm up and over. Turn your gaze towards the sky, press that left hip towards the floor. Find your breath, find that release. Inhale it up nice and tall, reach to the sky. Exhale, let's flow forward and come up onto all fours. To a tabletop position. Hands are shoulder width apart, knees are hip width. Core is nice and strong. We take a big breath into cow pose, tummy towards the floor, gaze and sit bones to the sky. Exhale, lift your spine, hollow your tummy and chest, press the floor away with your hands and your knees, tuck your chin to cat. Inhale it back to cow. And we're just going to flow between these two poses at your pace. Finding your breath. That rhythm of your breath, tying the movements into it, articulating those vertebrae one at a time. And let's come back to a neutral spine. Open up those knees, press it back to extended child's pose. So those knees can be apart as far as you wish. We're just going to nestle the tummy and chest down in between those knees, between the thighs. Arms extended out nice and long. Chin or cheek to the mat. Nice, big, full, deep breaths. As you're ready, slowly walk those hands back up, closing the knees. Extend those arms out to the top of your mat. Spread your fingers wide so you have a nice platform. Tuck your toes, press and lift your hips to the sky. Coming up to our downward facing dog. Hands are shoulder width apart, feet are hip width. Core is nice and strong. Relax the weight of your head, give it a little shake, let go of any tension that might be hiding at the base of your head or the top of your neck. And we're going to alternate bending knees, walking it out. Keeping that head soft, face soft, and just walking out the legs. Walking the dog. One thing about yoga is it doesn't have to be super serious. So I welcome you to smile as often as you can. Let that breath flow, let go of negative energy as much as possible. That's what it's about. Inhale up to the balls of the feet. Exhale, press the chest and shoulders towards your thighs. Reach your sit bones as high as you can get them. And as you exhale, let your heels sink. Inhaling to high plank or high push-up position or high duke. Crocodile down. Press it through up dog. Sit it back to extended child's pose. Breathe. Everybody needs a friendly dog to do yoga with. Duke doesn't mean down dog from time to time. As you're ready, extend those arms out nice and long. And here you go, a little down dog. Tuck the toes, lift the hips to down dog. Breathe. Stop. Inhale it to high plank. Exhale it to down dog. So we're going to warm up through those hips, through the shoulders. Inhaling back to high plank. Exhale it to down dog. 2 more times with your breath. To plank. Exhale to down dog. 1 more. Warming up through those shoulders. And again through the hips. And back to down dog. We shift our weight to our left foot. Right toes to the sky. Exhale and then sweep that right foot to the outside of that right hand. Rotating your body, extend right arm to the sky. So nice little stretch to the outside of that hip. We lengthen and we reach to the fingertips. Exhale, slow release of that right hand down. Stepping back to plank. Lift your hips to down dog. Shifting your weight to your right foot, left toes to the sky. Exhaling and sweeping that left foot to the outside of that left hand. Rotating your body, extend left arm to the sky. Find your breath. Exhale, slow release of that left hand down. Step it back to plank. Lift your hips to down dog. Take the gaze between your hands. Walk, step, or hop to forward fold. And we're going to relax the weight of the upper body down. We're going to rock back to the heels, and we're going to heel toe those feet out to the outside edges of our mat. So our toes are off the mat, heels are on the mat, and we're going to slowly lower the bottom towards the floor. Coming into frog pose. Hands are planted out in front of us. Bottom comes down to hip height, shoulder height. Get into those hips. Be kind. Strong. Full, big breaths. As you exhale, extend the legs. Let your head be heavy. Lift those sit bones high. Once again, as you inhale, bend the knees. Lower your bottom. Back to frog. This time, go ahead and let that bottom come lower. Get a little deeper. If it's not right, yep, stay up. Otherwise, let it sink. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, extend those legs. Breathe. Let's roll it up, 1 vertebra at a time. With a big shoulder roll at the top, shoulders slide down and away. Beautiful. Let's turn sideways on our mat. So we're lengthening the length of the mat. Legs are out to a wingspan. Arms extended out to a T. Rotate your palms to the sky. Inhale, reach to the sky. As you exhale, run plie down. Hands sweep towards the floor, chest stays tall. Inhale, reach to the sky, sunflowers. Exhale, run plie down. Inhale, reach and squeeze your way to the top. 2 more, your pace. Find your breath. Feel the extension through the arms. Feel the strength in the legs. Last one, reach to the sky. Exhale, open the arms out to a T. Or a strong, let's hinge forward. We're gonna come all the way over. Releasing the hands to the floor, relaxing the weight of the head. Bringing the hands to the outsides of the ankles. Use the strength of your arms to start to pull that upper body towards the space between your legs. A nice stretch in that lower back, through the hamstrings, through the glutes, into those hips. Let's bring those hands between the legs, fingertips pointing behind us, and we're gonna walk those hands back as far as we can walk them. Then glue those hands to the floor and shift a little weight forward into your toes. Feel that deeper stretch through the backs of the legs, through the hips, through that upper and middle back. Inhale, lift just slightly, releasing those arms, let them hang. Breathe. Relax the weight of your head. Once again, let's heel toe those feet in just once. Toes are turned out, heels are turned in. You can always adjust the width of your stance. Hands resting on the floor, core is strong. We're going to slowly lower the bottom down, coming back into our frog pose. Now, as you come into your frog pose, you might notice that you need to adjust your feet. Go ahead and adjust them. If it's right for you, keep your hands on the floor. If it's the right for you, bring your hands to heart center. We draw that pelvis through. We lift our chest. There's an imaginary wall behind us. Feel that wall behind you. Now we're going to power up through those legs. We're going to really fire up through those hips and the glutes, doing your very best to lead with the crown of the head to the sky rather than allowing your bottom to lift first. It's going to take some intention. We're going to rise slow and steady, powering up those legs, strengthening every part of our being. Extend the arms to the sky. As you exhale, open the arms out to a nice wide V, gaze to the sky. Inhale, reach to the sky, and as you exhale, slowly sink back down. You're against a wall. Feel it behind you. Knees out, hands to heart center. We sink low. Now, sometimes those heels might need to lift. We're all made a little different, so that's okay. Embrace whatever your body brings to your practice. Release your hands. Extend the legs. Lift your sit bones to the sky. Heel toe those feet in to hip width apart. Relax the weight of the upper body down. And slowly roll it up. Breathe. Stacking each vertebra one at a time. With a big shoulder roll at the top. Shoulders slide down and away. Turning the palms to face the front. This is mountain pose. Inhale, reach to the sky. We're still facing the side of our mat. We're going to slowly pull those hands to heart center and lower our bottoms down. Coming into a nice tight little squat. So some of us might need to come up onto the balls of the feet. Sometimes taking care of our knees doesn't allow this to happen. So if that's the case, find a safe way to come down onto your mat. We come down onto our mat. Bring the hands behind the thighs. Lift the chest. Boat pose. So if we are taking special care of our lower backs today, we're going to stay right here with those hands resting behind the thighs. If you need a little more support, bring your hands behind your back. You're feeling great, strong. Extend those arms out. Breathe. The chest is lifted. So if we find ourselves really hollowing out, scooping out through the tummy, rounding out through the back, that can be a lot of pressure on the back. So we're going to lift. Breathe. Let's close the knees. Let's flex the feet. Find your breath. Boat pose, amazing. It's stability. Through the core, through the hip flexors. Those quadriceps you'll probably feel them. Now let's bring the soles of the feet together. Outside edges of the feet come to the mat. Taking a hold of the legs or the feet. We come into butterfly. We sit up nice and tall. Really feel that length through the spine. Shoulders are rolled back. We're going to begin to hinge forward. Coming forward only as far as you are able to without rounding your back. So we're hinging at the hips rather than the waist. Range of motion might not be quite what it would be if you were to allow that back to round over. Now we're going to lengthen through the crown of the head and slowly rise. Release your hands as you need to. Extend the legs out nice and long. Flex your feet, reach to the sky, hinge forward, lengthen. Tummy down, chest down, hands, nose towards your knees. Tucking the chin towards the chest. Letting go through that lower back. Inhale, reach it out. Sit up nice and tall. Releasing your hands. Once again, let's turn towards the side of our mat. Extend them out long. Flex your feet, reach to the sky. Hinge it forward, reach it out. Hands down, chest down, nose towards your knees. Tuck your chin towards your chest. Inhale, reach it out. Sit up nice and tall. Release the hands. Let's pull those legs in once again, cross-legged or legs extended out nice and wide. We sit up tall, hopefully noticing a little more openness through the hips, a little more ease in sitting cross-legged. Let's gently turn the palms to face the sky, bringing the index finger to touch the thumb. Close your eyes. Relax your jaw. Breathe slow and steady. Mind is quiet. Energy flows freely. There's a positive energy within us we get to share with the rest of the world, doing our part to make this world a better place. Big breaths in and out. Keeping with us that sense of peace. We gently open our eyes. Take a big breath in, reach to the sky, and exhale, thumbs to heart center. I'd like to thank you for joining me today, experiencing those hip openers together. May you return, and until then, the spirit in me honors the spirit in you, which means